Hello guys, so how are you all? And today we'll discuss about latest Nagarro interview experience. The interview experience is of one of my friend Deepak Kumar, and he was interviewed on 1st September 2022 for the role of software development engineer. So without wasting any time, let's move to the first round is aptitude test, and it was about 45 minutes. As I've already told in my previous videos that all the rounds, what are the timing, exact timing. So in the first round, that is aptitude test, it is an online test prior to the technical interview. So it is of 45 minutes, and the main areas from which questions are asked, like aptitude questions, verbal reasoning, and vocabulary and logical reasoning. uh, and the second round, which is coding round, just finishing the attitude round, you would get the link of coding round. And coding round comprises of totally 5 questions. So 2 questions are for the CSD role, which is for the higher package, and 3 questions are for the SD role. For getting CSD role, you have to do all the 5 questions, but you need to do at least 2 questions from SD section to get interview call for SD role, which is 4.5 LPA rule as of current. Okay, so after clearing this, you get a email for the technical interview, that your technical interview scheduled on that day. Usually you get a day before the technical interview. Okay, so it depends on the interviewer how much time he has, how much time he allot for your interview. So in my friend case, it was of 15 minutes. So the questions were like, so first question, like, why you learn Python? Listen guys, so as I've already told you in my previous videos, that interviewer read your resume very thorough and ask question from that only, and also from other things. But you have to prepare your resume very well, because most of the questions are from your resume only. Okay, so like my friend has chosen Python in his resume, and he has did many projects about that. So the question I was asked from Python. So the next question was how you convert tuple into list. Again, this is question from Python only. Okay, then the next question asked, like, difference between tuple and a list. Okay guys, so again you can see the question are gradually coming, but all the question coming are related to Python only. Okay, it is not necessary, but it is, they prefer to ask from the language which the candidate know. Okay, they want to test whether you have written the correct thing or not. Okay, the next question is, how will you reverse string with its own function in Python? And after that, he asked, what are the type of variables in Python, like string, float, double, character. Okay, and also he asked, like, how is a variable is handled, how is a variable is allocated memory in Python. Okay, so the next question he asked, what is the real time of queue? So guys, as I have already told you in my previous videos, that TSA is very much more important for technical interview, especially Nagarro and other good companies also. TSA is very important. So prepare all the DSA topics theoretically, as well as solve the major problems like standard problems, coding problems. Okay, in the Nagarro's interview for SD role, the coding question would not be so tough. Okay, but you have to prepare basic concept question, like reversing a string, like you can say tower of NOE, how will you solve tower of NOE, and other basic question which are standard question actually. So you must prepare this. And then he asked, can we initialize a dictionary with 2 keys having same variables? So he will also give you a scenario. Okay, like scenario based question in coding. Okay, so after that, I would like to mention some special tips which you must take care of while preparing for SG interview. So the first step is be spontaneous in giving answers and be confident. Okay, so as I've already told you, the time is less in Nagarro technical interview, and there are so many questions. So you have to answer spontaneously, and you have to be confident while speaking your answers, because that will create much impact on the interviewer, and it can increase your selection rate. The second tip I would like to give, that prepare everything of your resume. This is the tip for every interview, guys, for every interview. So whatever you have mentioned in your resume, like your skills, your what are the frameworks, what are the languages, what are the concepts, like everything you and also about your projects, you must prepare everything about it, how you are going to explain these all to the interviewer, because this will be certainly asked in the interview in any of form. So the next step I would like to give, that prepare theoretical question of the language mentioned in the resume. As I've already told you previously, that my friend was asked about Python language. So you may be asked about whatever language you have written, whatever frameworks, or maybe from the projects also. The question may be from anywhere, but you have to prepare the theoretical question, because many a times students do a lot of practice of the coding question, but they just forgot, or I don't know what they do, but they lack the preparation of theoretical concepts, like how the memory is allocated, how variables are stored. All these things you must prepare. Okay. So the next step I would like to give is to prepare and understand all the major sorting and searching algorithms. Sorting and searching algorithms are basis of every are the basics, you can say basic portion of any technical interview. So you must prepare how all the sorting major sorting algorithms and searching algorithm works. Okay. So the next step, which is the last step also for the technical interview, that is be confident through our interview, because it happens many candidates that in starting they get tough questions, like the question they are not aware of, and they after they lack their confidence, and their interview was does not flow very well. So you must maintain your confidence, even though if your starting questions are you are not able to answer, even though you must expect that you must hope at least that you would be answering the questions later on. Okay. So like starting few question you couldn't answer, then you should not lose all your confidence that you are going to lose your interview. No, it's not the fact. uh, because in my friend case also, in starting he was unable to give few answers. So you have to be confident throughout your interview and hope for the best. Okay. So moving to the HR round, the third round was HR round. Okay, guys. So after the technical interview and a day or two, you get mail for the HR round. And HR round is very simple. It's just a formality. I don't know why they put a special HR round. Okay, but this is very simple. But you have to prepare some HR question before the interview. So the first question I asked to my friend Deepak, that what tell me about yourself. And this is a very basic question you must have prepared in many interviews. Okay. The next question, like, are you willing to relocate if required? The next question, like, what are your long-term goals? Now here the HR is trying to know whether you are having long-term goals, or you are just applying to this position for just salary, because we should have a long-term goal. Okay. That it is okay for having monetary goals, but you should have a long vision how are going to how are going to progress in your career. Okay. So all this question, and the next question, like, when you are able to join. And the last question, any questions from me? Okay, guys, so this was the HR round, and after that I would like to give you some special tips for the HR round. And I will surely post make a new video what are the tips and how to answer the HR questions. Okay. So thank you guys for watching this video till end. If you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe and like, share.